Have you guys ever noticed that sometimes there's just nothing to do?
Well, there's always something to do.
What about on Sundays?
Football.
3 in the morning?
Bars are open till 4.
What about during a power outage?
Wank at me.
Okay, what about at 4 o'clock in the morning the Sunday after the Super Bowl during a power outage and you just wanked it and you can't go to sleep because you're afraid of the dark?
Afraid of the dark. That's a fucking laugh.
Look, it's inevitable that there's just going to be some days where there's nothing to do.
I have a feeling like today's going to be one of those days.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
You guys really need to ease up on the meta humor.
No one asked you a goddamn thing.
Thumbs down to your smart-ass comment. Next time, keep it to yourself. If you want to say something nice, we'll accept it. You're lucky I don't delete your smart-ass comment from my memory.
Have you guys seen that middle-aged guy who's been coming to the bakery lately? You know, the one who gets a dozen donuts and then just sits there and eats them all?
Yeah, I've seen that guy. What about him?
Dude, that's Edward James Olmos.
That is not Edward James Olmos.
He gets 12 donuts every time?
13, baker's dozen. And yes, it is Edward James Olmos.
And he eats them all?
Yeah, in one sitting. He does it like 4 times a week.
Does he ever get anything to drink?
Who, Edward? Well, one time he had tap water.
Dude, that is not Edward James Olmos, okay? It's close. It's very similar, I'll give you that. It's more of an Edward James Almost. Trust me.
I trust my eyes, Jeremy.
13 donuts.
Next time you're at the bakery, take a good look at that guy, because that man has perfect skin. If it was Edward James Olmos, he'd be showing wicked signs of BMC.
Oh, well then it can't be Edward James Olmos, not without the BMC.
What's BMC?
BMC is a dermatological affliction of the epidermis known as Bill Murray cheek, the namesake of perhaps one of the most talented comedic performers in American history. The disease was named after Mr. Murray because, well, he's patient zero. He's the Lou Gehrig of abnormal cheek deformities.
I see.
It's very serious.
Take a look at the depth of the pockmarks lining Mr. Murray's right cheekbone. Notice the cavernous pattern and octagonal formation of the crevices.
No, I've seen this before, but this case seems very advanced.
Excellent point. That is because Mr. Murray suffers from the most advanced form of BMC. Now this is stage 4. When a patient reaches stage 4,
You might want to bet on the house.
Please, put it away.
it's difficult to look at. I understand. But remember that this is, of course, a very rare case of BMC, and most people get by every single day while suffering from this affliction.
So are there other celebrities with BMC?
Actually, yes. Other less severe cases include Ray Liotta, whom we all know and love from the art-imitating life performance in DreamWorks Animation's B-movie. The film was slightly more generous in their portrayal of Mr. Liotta's visage. Apparently, during early test screenings, children would get frightened and run out of the theater screaming. The producers decided to play it safe and remove most, if not all, signs of BMC from the final cut of the film. If only life would imitate art more often, perhaps he'd be a happier man today. Other cases include Danny Trejo. I'm not really familiar with his resume, but I saw him in a commercial one time, and I was scarred for life, much like his cheeks are. And of course, the subject in question, Edward James Olmos. Now, I've taken a look at the man at the bakery, and I've got to say, in my expert opinion, the evidence does not support your claim. If we look at this screenshot from 1982's Blade Runner, you'll notice that he was in the early onset of Stage 2 Bill Murray. Oh my God, there's a spider on the wall! Where?
Alright guys, I was fearing this day would come as we have no defense strategy, but we have to come up with a plan quick. Because by my estimation, in less than 24 hours, that spider is going to claim the room as his own, and we can't let that happen!
What do you propose we do?
We need to destroy it!
I don't know, man. We have to be humane at a time like this. That was terrifying as fuck, but put yourself in that spider's shoes.
How am I supposed to put myself in the spider's shoes when it has 8 legs? Think, Jeremy. Kevin, take this tissue, smash the spider to pieces. Obliterate it. You're wasting time. It's probably laying eggs in there. Take this lighter, melt the eggs.
It's your room.
And it's our fate. For the greater good, just do it! He'll be fine.
It was so fucking scary.
God damn it, Spider, you're tearing us apart!